Inside of this box right here, you will find something very unique. It looks like a cherry bomb, but is it? No, this is not Star Wars, but we do have the Millennium Falcon. And I don't think this Captain America shield is going to defend me from anything. I guess you could say I have the entire world in the palm of my hand. I'm not kidding either, I live about right there. I don't even know what to say about this one. All of these fireworks that you're looking at have one thing in common, and that is that they all spin. Now, we've all heard of spinning fireworks. You've got things like girandolas, and you have things like jumping jacks. They all have some sort of spinning feature to them. The only difference is none of these fireworks here spin up into the air, so they spin exclusively on the ground. However, inside of this box, you're gonna pull something out that looks like a giant cherry bomb. If they were selling these out of the box, I would totally think that this is an overloaded firecracker if I saw it at the store. But what separates this item from the rest of the ones we have on the table is this right here. Spins on ground and shoots upward. Now I have another video coming later featuring only fireworks that spin upward. This one will relatively stay on the ground when you light it, but it does kind of bounce and go up into the air a little bit if it works correctly. I have really bad consistent luck with these. These next items here are basically the same thing. They are called Jack in the Box, and what's very unique and cool about these, you will notice right here on every one of them, it says 7 shots. That is something that you should not see on a safe and sane firework, because shots usually mean that the firework goes up in the air. But right here, if we read the caution label, it only says amidst showers of sparks. So how are we getting 7 shots out of a fountain? Well, it's because inside of these things, there are a bunch of little jumping jacks in tubes, and they don't go up in the air, but they do pop out of the firework. This looks like a mini 200-gram cake. But this is actually just a fountain, and they use a little bit of lift charge down here to get the jumping jack to pop out of the firework. Very unique. We have literally the same thing over here, except it's rewrapped by DFS brand, except you'll notice that this one does not say shots on the top. However, they are set up the same way. I can show you that real quick. They're all made in the same factory. I didn't realize they were both called Jack in the Box. So one is by DFS and the other one is by Black Scorpion. They both look like that on the top. Now, some of you probably know that Star Wars is my favorite movie and TV show series to ever come out. So I'm very happy that I have 2 of the Millennium Falcons. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to keep one of these. Now this one here is very cool because not only does it spin, but it moves on the ground. So we're gonna pull it out. It's called the Chariot of Fire. And as you can see, it is a car. If you put that on the table, it moves like that. And this is your engine that propels the car forward. And it may even have a secondary engine right here to make it go in reverse. But this thing right here on the top is what spins around. Now, I brought 3 of the Friendship Pagodas out here because the thing about these is they don't always work. In fact, the last couple of these that I lit off didn't open up at all. But pretty much what you're supposed to do with these fireworks is you take it out of the box and you can just dump it out in your hand like that. You'll notice on the bottom, there's like a rounded plug here, and then when you light this fuse, it's gonna spin around on that, just like you saw there. We'll do it one more time. And then at the very end, so when the thing is done spinning, this part here actually pops up and it's supposed to be about this tall. But like I said before, I've had really bad luck with these lately. Now this one here, I think there's actually a ton of them in this box. So let's get it open. We may only light off one of these, or we could do the rest for the grand finale. But this one here is by Dominator Fireworks brand, and it's called the Climbing Panda. Now, you see all those little folds? I know that's gonna be really tough to see if the camera doesn't focus, but those folds actually shoot up into this giant like staff thing. All the while this panda is spinning around it. It's one of the coolest fireworks I've ever seen, and there was a time a few years ago in South Dakota where I picked up one that instead of a panda, there's an American flag at the top. They don't make those anymore, but you can still buy these. Now this one here is really cool. I've never seen it before. It's called Stop and Go by Mad Ox brand fireworks. You've got stop and you've got go. And on the bottom, it looks like those things you find on the aerial spinner fireworks, except these stay on the ground and spin like that. And I think at the same time, these two things are fountains. So while it's spinning, it's gonna have sparks shooting out of the top. Of course, I had to get a classic pack of ground bloom flowers. This is kind of what started this whole thing. But the cool part about these ground bloom flowers is they feature some crackling stars. And I tell you what, they sound like a pack of firecrackers. Do not underestimate these. Even though they're safe and sane, one of the loudest crackling reports I've heard. Now these next ones here are called Red, White, and Blue Spinner by Link Triad brand fireworks, which is a company that I originally thought was out of business. I was pretty certain they stopped making fireworks, but as it turns out, they're still making them. Now what's interesting is on the warning label, it does say explosive. I've never been able to figure out why they had to put that warning on here, because some of these just spin around like a ground bloom flower. I mean, if we take one out and flip it around, you can see this little device that all it does, or should do, is spin like this. What's interesting is some of these things actually blow up like a firecracker, and I can't tell if that was intended or if that happens on accident. So I've got 8 of them here, and we're gonna figure it out tonight. This is called the Globe by Pyrotechnics. You light the thing here, and it starts burning all of these fountains around the thing. And once it's done doing that, the fuse travels right up here. I don't know if you can see that. And when it gets to the globe turns into a giant spinning firework. So this globe is spinning around at 200 miles an hour, and it's one of the coolest little novelties I've ever seen. Now this one here I know is the one you probably all wanted to see. This is the Ice Bird by Pyrotechnics. I have no idea what that thing is supposed to do. I have lit these off before, and what ends up happening is it like rocks back and forth like this. So these things, much like the ones we saw on the globe, I think act as like a propellant for this thing to rock back and forth. But either way, we're gonna be lighting both of these off tonight. Okay, last but not least, I saw it at Star Fireworks, and this is the first time I've ever seen a firework like this. This is called Ninja Disc. I have no idea what it looks like on the inside. I've only ever seen it in this box, but we pull it out. Oh my God, look at these things. So I don't know what you're supposed to do here. It just says spins on ground, emits flame and sparks. Our cool dart-shaped ground spinner for your kids. 4 sections of performances. Spinning with titanium flower to red light to green light to crackling. And there's a couple photos there. I'm hoping this spins at like 400 miles an hour. I think that would be really cool. I was also thinking it would be cool if they made these fireworks with the ability to throw them. That probably wouldn't be safe. So for now, we're gonna light these on the ground. We're gonna get them all set up and shoot them off for you. Stay tuned. And I think we're gonna start with the smallest, which would be the crackling ground bloom flowers. Here goes the first one. Now let's see the rest of them. They're kind of bright. We got the Captain America shields over here. We're gonna start with one of them. These things may have a report. It went in the grass. Let's see 3 of them. Oh yeah, those are fun. So far, no report. And the last 4. I was hoping at least one would blow up. Oh, there we go. Well, now we got stop and go. We're gonna go ahead and start with stop. Ooh, look at that. Very bright. Now let's see the go. Now these things, they look like cherry bombs, but they are not. They're just gonna spin around and hopefully bounce up into the air. Here we go, star ball contribution. Look at it go. It didn't go up in the air though. We got one more of those. Please go up. There we go, that's what they're supposed to do. Way cooler. I've had nothing but bad luck with these friendship pagodas, so we're gonna do 3 at a time and hopefully at least one of them works and pops up into the tower. Here we go. Imagine if they all 3 worked. Okay, the one on the end there, it might, okay, that one popped up. Look at that. So this is what it's supposed to look like. I can't believe that these ones actually worked. Look at that, all 3 of them. Here's the last one. Now we're gonna try out these ice birds by Pyrotechnics. Oh yeah, they do bob back and forth. And they spin, look at that. Is that it? There's more. Hopefully that doesn't clip the mic. They're breakdancing. Yeah, this red one here almost took out this pagoda tower. Now let's see the Ninja Disc. Really excited for this one. Whoa, there we go. Look at it go. Yep, 400 miles an hour. I knew it was gonna do this. And it's going into the grass, and that's where it's gonna stop. Dang it. We're gonna try that again, and hopefully this one works. Check it out. It's working. It's moving towards the grass, but it's not quite there yet. Sweet, look at that thing. Wow. Now let's see just how far this chariot firework can go. Oh yeah, it's going all the way to the gravel. Look at this. And then it's spinning with a red flare on the top. That's awesome. Still not done. Now we're gonna take a look at this Millennium Falcon here. Starts as a little fountain and then it's gonna spin. Oh my God. Holy crap. That's gotta be one of the loudest fireworks I've ever heard. Look at that thing go. Oh my God. Wow. Unbelievable. I wonder if Han Solo and Chewbacca are in there. All right, we're gonna save this one for next time. Now we got the Globe by Pyrotechnics. I've done one of these on its own before, but I've never seen 2 at once. Nice red flares. 3D effects. It's coming right at you. That globe is gonna start spinning soon. Red flare on the back. All right, here comes the fun part. Oh yeah, come on, spin. Are you kidding me? They're not even gonna work? Wow, that was lame. Well, normally these things will spin around on the ground. Unfortunately, both of these did not work, but here's a clip of one working. All right, now we're gonna test out the climbing panda. Check this out. This panda's about to climb. Look at that. Now we're gonna try 4 of them at once. Here we go. Sometimes they spin. Yeah, there we go. It's spinning. But watch, all these pandas are gonna climb. So far, so good. They all worked. Oh my God. All right, the jumping jack style fireworks here, and then we're gonna light 1 of each, and that's our grand finale. Should be a lot of fun. First, we're gonna do the one that says 7 shots on it, and this is the one by Black Scorpion brand. Ooh, very bright. There they go. Look at them spin. And now for the one by DFS brand. Oh yeah, there they go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our grand finale. Probably 50 shots of jumping jacks and 10 fountains all at once. Here we go. Whoa, that's real bright. Wait for these jumping jacks, they're gonna go everywhere. Look at that. Some of them are flying. Nice.